Welcome to this video. Now we talk about decorators and we will take a look on our Angular project to see some TypeScript in action. So this video will not be that long and afterwards we will have completed that TypeScript section. So look at this TypeScript class right here. It has a component decorator on top of it and Angular uses such decorators to determine how to deal with decorated classes. So for now, just keep in mind that you can use the decorator and put it right on top of a class to decorate it. Sort of like an attribute in C#. So here you can see that component decorator again, and it has some more options like the selector and template URL. See that this is an HTML file, app.component.html. Now in a minute we will swap over to our project and you will see that in action. But for now, let's stick with the theory just for a second. Angular enables developers to create custom elements in addition to the HTML element. So if you didn't know, you can create custom HTML tags. That has nothing to do with Angular, but you can do it and you can combine it even further with Angular. So you can see this is an HTML tag right here. And that HTML tag got created by the user, right? So it's a custom element. Now in Angular, custom tags are called selectors. So this custom type here is a selector. When you create a new Angular project and open the index.html file from your IDE, so Visual Studio, the body tag will contain an app root. And we already saw that in a previous video. And the app root tag acts like a placeholder. And inside of that app root here, Angular puts in the templates that we create when we start our application. Templates are pieces of HTML code and Angular replaces the custom tags with the templates they point to. So app root here is a template. And the content of that template is this HTML code here, right? So you got that HTML, you have another component, app.nav or another template, and you have that default HTML elements here. And the app root will get replaced with its template code here in runtime. So this is what Angular is doing, right? It's replacing the tags with the templates they point to. And as I already said, templates may also point to other templates internally. So here app.nav menu is another template and router outlet is also another template. So but how does Angular know which template to render and replace with which tag? An Angular component is a TypeScript class that can specify which template to be replaced with which tag. So you got that selector here. Just remember that component decorator we have just seen a couple of slides ago. And here we have that app root selector. So we define it here and we say, okay, go ahead. And every time you find that selector, replace the selector with the following HTML code, which is exactly this one here for this example. When you create a new project, the app component exists in it by default. So we will now swap over to our project and take a look at the app component and see if we can find that component inside of our testing project. Okay, so here we are in our project, and when I now open the client app folder, which contains the Angular project, and open up the source folder, you can see that we here have the app folder, and inside that app folder we got the app component HTML. Let's open that up. So here we got the HTML part. Let's switch to the app component. You can see this is TypeScript. We have that decorator here, right, which has the selector and the template URL. And when we now open up the index.html, which we have right here, index.html, you can see that app root here. So app root, this selector will be, or this tag will be replaced with the content of that app component HTML, because in our app component we have that selector app root. So go ahead and take all app root tags and replace them with app component HTML. So here we got an app root and it will get replaced with this HTML template code right here. So this was just to get you started with Angular. Don't worry too much, we will get through all of this in detail while writing some code. So yeah, let's sum it up. So this is the end of day one. It was a lot of theory, but that's very important when it comes to computer science. So today was the only day where we really talk so much about theory. Over the next days, there's so much more practice stuff so that you really get your hands dirty, writing code. Let's just recap what you have learned today. Multi-page applications render each page on the server side and download the page each time the user navigates to a new page. Single-page applications usually download the template for all pages by the first request and request for the missing data when necessary. And Angular is a component-based single-page application technology which uses TypeScript for development. Also, for sure, we took a look at TypeScript in general, and I briefly introduced you to the topic of Angular decorators. Alright, I hope you enjoyed day 1, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next video.